What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples? What's good, my peopleizations? What's goody? What's good, my peoples? What's good? What's good? What's good? Boss Lowe's, Wagwan, brethren. Quam, what's going on? Real shit, 30. Bond South D-Town. Shanari, 2014, via Ferreira. Jafari sees a big block, just being E. John Doe, Stephen Brooks, main event, Mark, my brother, what's good? Don Ron, Ant Lang, Steve Brooks, Tech RD, Kyrie Mahoney, King Jr., Mike G, Boxing News DC, $12, Ant Lang, what's going on? Jay Samuels, Jared Hancock, Tech RD, John J. Doe, Benjamin Harrington, Poe Porter, Jay Gadget, what's good, my peoples? Locked in, Chen Smoke, Fat Cat Shadow Boxing, The Keji, Dwayne 2111, Go Millionaire Mindset, what's good? Mackie Bundy, Windy City A, Monty Norman, Real, what's good, what's good, what's good, my peoples? AK Crowder, what's goody? Let's get into this, right? So Errol Spence, the promoter, Kevin Munnins, Michael Mathis, what's going on? Jermaine 419, Eric 415, what's good? Pat Greedy, Windy City A, Buddy Lee Sr., what's goody with my brother? Salute to my brother, Buddy Lee Sr. So, so now, Shogun 76, the chosen one, what's going on? So now Errol Spence, the promoter, has come out, right? And he's promoting undefeated lightweight star title contender, Frank Martin, Omar Parks, John Merriweather, what's going on? Colin Frederick, what's going on? Frank Martin is a very good fighter, man. Cody Maxwell, Rel, what's going on? I thought last night Frank Martin looked a lot like Jamel Charlo or Errol Spence with his approach. I like Frank Martin, Seismic Glare, what's going on? Jay Grant Jr., MP Dub TF, Antone Wright, what's good with you? David Da Vinci, what's going on? I like Frank Martin when he's moving. Now, obviously, he was effective yesterday, but I thought that the rounds that he lost and he allowed Jackson Maranez to be in was because of what he did, right? Can't stop Uncle E. What's going on? Salute to the Rise. Salute to the Rise. That's the Rise podcast. Salute to you, great brother. Rel, what's going on? Said yeah. I thought that, Buddy Lee, my brother, they're gonna say Blue Blood baiting now. Errol retweeted my tweet this time. Yeah, he sure did. I seen it too, buddy. Facts. Denzel Horton, what's going on? So I prefer when Frank Martin is moving. Willette Strong, peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you doing today? Steve Jonigan, what's going on? Tom and Jones, what's going on? Because that's his, he has the natural ability to move. Boxing Truth Serum, what's going on? Gregory, what's going on? But obviously, last night he showed his versatility. He showed that he could get it done in different facets, right? He's not just a mover and a boxer, right, on his toes. He can be the aggressor. Again, like I said, I thought the success Jackson Maranez, not to take anything away from him, Dre Piernis, what's going on? Piernis, what's going on? But I just thought that the success Jackson Maranez had last night, Showtime the God, Crunch Time Sports, what's going on? Was a lot predicated on the fact that Frank Martin was fighting flat-footed. Salute to the Rise podcast. Go subscribe to the Rise podcast. Boston Truth Serum, what's going on? I thought it was a lot predicated, on the fact that he was fighting flat-footed. He fought you could see that Derrick James style definitely rubbed off on him last night. You can see it more than ever. He looked like his style, the way he held his hands, the way he fought. Yavi Smoke, what's going on? You can tell, a lot of that came from Derrick James, right? That's the style of Errol Spence. You can see Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo a lot in what he did last night. You know what I mean? Now I'm going to say this. I think that Frank Martin is a more fluid athlete than both Errol and Jamel, right? Mr. Lightning World, Q Lee, what's going on? David Da Vinci, what's going on? I think that he's just a more fluid, natural athlete than maybe they are, right? It's the way he can move around the ring, right? So I saw that, so that's scary. That's scary, right? Because Frank Martin, he showed so many different facets. That's scary. He's a problem. And if you're Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, even Gervonta Tank Davis, Tim B, what's going on? Now, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, he's a problem for them too. But they can match him in his abilities, right? Judah, what's going on? Sean M, what's going on? They can match him in his abilities, right? To move. James Robert Singleton, what's going on? Ryan Garcia naturally is not a better athlete. Uncommentary, what's going on? Rolly is aggressive and Rolly is aggressive and predictable for Frank. They all gonna be a problem. Mr. Blue, what's going on? Ryan Garcia had better stay far away from Rolly Romero, Frank Martin. Fly Guy Indy, what's going on? A Soundproof, what's going on? He better stay. Mr. Blue, what's going on? He better stay far away. Coco the Bulldog, what's going on? Errol versus Spence in 2022. Yeah, that's special. Gregory, what's going on? Snack B, what's going on? Xavier Moses, what's going on? He had better stay far away from Frank Martin, Rolly Romero. Boston True Sam, Tank is athletic. Oh, for sure. Tank is very athletic. The problem with Gervonta Tank Davis is he doesn't use it. Brandon Pollard, Justin James, what's going on? All the time, right? He has Happy Valley Farm, MP Dub TF, Ariel L, what's going on? Justin James, what's going on? Chosen One, what's going on? Kimber 4509, King Key Pharrell, what's going on? Q Lee, NBA D Nice, what's going on? Do me a favor, donate $1 super chat, refresh the super chat. We have 391 people and we have 130 likes. Smash the like button. Young World, what's going on? And donate a $1 super chat, refresh the super chat. Let's work. So, I haven't watched. And see, here's the problem, right? Is that we know they have the abilities. Justin Blake, brother in the super chat. Ryan G will KO Frank Martin. You wrong, Blue. Okay. I'm definitely not wrong. Jordan J Rock Cryer, The Rock Show. What's going on? But hey, that's your opinion. That's mine. Fabian Terry, Marky Boy. What's going on? We'll just have to see it, right? Justin Blake. Nato the Great. What's going on? Fabian Terry, my brother. Justin James in the super chat dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. So the problem when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis and all of these fighters, we know they have ability to do certain things, but they fall in love with a certain pattern, right? Brandon Pollard, my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Monica Johnson, peace, blessings, queen. How you doing today? Appreciate you. Dub Right Side, what's going on, great brother? I appreciate you, queen. So now, here's the thing, right? We know Tank has the ability to move for sure. We know that. But does he do it? Right? See, Happy Valley Farm, my brother in the super chat, appreciate you. It's just like we know with Deontay Wilder. It got people to believe that Deontay Wilder can't box. Is he as fundamentally, technically sound as some of the other boxers? No. But can he box? Yes. Does he box? Not all the time. Why? Because he has the equalizer. And when you have that equalizer, at times, you just neglect the other things that you should be doing. Moses King, what's going on? So when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, Elenia man, what's going on? Slim Hussein, what's going on? Big Money Walt Daddy Ice, my brother. FSU, what's going on? So when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, we know Gervonta Tank Davis can move. We know he's athletic. We know he could box on his toes. Steven Rodriguez, what's going on? Steven Rodriguez said Marinez was outboxing Frank most of the fight up until Frank Martin hurt him. That was looking like an upset coming, in my opinion. Well, here's the thing. Chris Brooks, just a fan. La Jessica Burton, Peace Bless Queen. How you doing today? See, here's the problem with it, right? Steven Rodriguez is that it's what Frank Martin didn't do and what he allowed to happen. Nicholas Simmons, what's going on? Snack B, what's going on? Okay. Frank Martin was fighting. When have you seen Frank Martin fight like that? Majid, James Goldberg, what's going on? He was fighting. He looked like Errol Spence, so that's something he has to get used to adjusting to. Frank Martin can be slick. He can move around the ring. He can dodge punches. He could counter punch. He could use the jab. He wasn't using it yesterday. Underground Asylum, what's going on? But we saw it in his package, right? Fabian Terry, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He says supporting the work. Get the likes up. Got my wife hollered. Tell them to get the like way up. Blessings to you, King. My brother Fabian Terry. Blessings to the wife, man. Solo Productions, what's going on, great brother? Boston Go, what's going on? Sean O'Hara, what's going on? Edgar Chavez, what's going on? So, Underground Asylum, my brother, what's goody with you? Where you been at, bro? So, yeah, Frank Martin was, he showed us a different fight yesterday. Pool counter boxing, what's going on? He wasn't on his toes. He wasn't moving around the ring like we accustomed to. He wasn't being a slick. He was being high guard, walk you down, walk his opponent down. Okay, and it worked, right? And so with that style, right, when you have a guy like Jackson Marinez who's moving around in boxing, Mama mentality for life, Javier Hernandez, what's going on? That's going to give Frank Martin problems, right? Especially Wicked D, Namix, what's going on? Nelson Armstrong, what's going on? When it's his first fight, really, truly fighting in that manner. You know what I mean? Just so walk him down. Jason S., what's going on? Don't know. He says so is the rematch between Haney and Cambosis for sure in October. I don't know. Would I call Frank Martin a dog? I wouldn't say that. Rampage, Chris, Blessed to Fish, CB Sports TV, my brother Carl Burrell, what's going on? We have to see him in those positions first to say he's a dog. You know what I mean? Brandon Gilbert, what's going on? I'm sure anybody that stepped through those ropes have that dog mentality. If you step through those ropes, you're a dog. You know what I'm saying? You step through those ropes, man. Hey, bro. AB, what's going on? Q De Niro 202, what's going on? So, he showed versatility to me last night. Now I saw and salute to my brother Fabian Terry dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Brian Taylor, brother in Super Chat. Frank Martin, what time is going to be hard out? He's already a hard out. Maya Egypt, peace of blessed queen. How you doing today? Memphis, Maine, what's going on? My brother Buddy Lee said he did some same thing last fight. He's adjusting the movement with purpose. Derek telling him to not move with a purpose. Yeah, agreed. Maya Egypt, peace of blessed queen. How you doing today? Memphis, Maine, my brother, what's going on? And I think he's getting adjusted to it. Justin Blake, brother, back in the Super Chat. No disrespect, Blue. You always favor the black fighter. That is the silliest thing you could have ever said, and you had the audacity to say no disrespect by putting it in front of it. Skills from New Orleans, what's going on? Crypto George World, what's going on? Mo Money, what's going on? Bob Billy, what's going on? Baby Billy, what's going on? Robert Singleton, what's going on? Justin Blake, that was the silliest thing you could have ever said. And the thing is, this is the first time I've seen you. I met Ben Israel, what's going on? People love to place jackets on me without doing their homework and their research. You should have go do your research. Janard Reed, what's going on? You should have went and did your homework and your research before you made that comment, because that's a silly comment. Signs, what's going on? R. Jones, what's going on? BK Cookies, what's going on? Chilltown Majors, what's going on? Boreal, what's going on? You should do your homework. 81st, Avery 81st Street, what's going on, great brother? You should have went and did your homework, but it tells me the mentality that you have. DS, Antoine Reed, what's going on? TDLC, what's going on? Because you want me to favor the opposite fighter. Stephen Elder Mack, what's going on? But you didn't do your homework and your research. And that's the sad part about it, right? Because you say stuff out of character because you want me to agree with your favorite fighter. See, you said Ryan Garcia because clearly you're a Mexican fight. You're a Mexican fight fan. You understand? Your Fabio Day, what's going on? And so that's why you favorite Ryan Garcia. You didn't pick Ryan Garcia out of skills. Rampage, Spirit of Justice, the Sigma Empath, what's going on? You didn't pick Ryan Garcia out of skills. No, you picked him solely because he resembles you, period. See, you can't, the problem is you can't pull that wool over my eyes. That don't work with me. I've been doing this for far too long, and I got multiple kids, wife, and 5 sisters and 2 brothers. That don't work with me, right? I got a big family. So I'm just in my family alone, I'm experienced with people. Main Event Mark, my brother in the super chat, he said, Snow Cone Head Colbert better stay away from the ghost. Yeah, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that in a second. Salute to my brother Main Event Mark in the super chat. Hit him, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, it looks like Frank Martin is fighting Chris Colbert next via Spence Twitter. Yeah, I'm going to get to that as well. So that's the sad part about it is that Jermaine 419, brother in the super chat, Frank reminds me of Tevin Farmer type of fighter. He has more power than Tevin Farmer, though. You know, so now when I said that Canelo Alvarez would beat Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andre, I'm confused. Help me understand. Brother, you just said that. Now you have to clarify that. Now you have to make sense of what you're saying. Bay Building, Bay, what's going on, great brother? Number one stunner, what's going on? Sean M, my brother in Super Chat. Blue, who raised these dudes? Straight clowns. Yeah, you know what? It's emotion, Sean M. It's emotion that they can't control because Justin Blake doesn't understand this see, I do this all day. That don't work with me, right? Terence Peters, what's going on? You understand? That don't work with me. This is what I do all day. And I deal with multiple people on a daily basis. Not only do I deal with multiple people, I have a very big family. My wife is from Ecuador. My kids are clearly Latino. So that doesn't even make sense. You got to make sense of what you're saying, and you need to do your research before you say it. But this climate that we live in today's time where everything is instant gratification and nobody does research and nobody does homework. They just go based off of hearsay. They go based off of they can't read a full sentence. Nobody has the patience to read a full sentence, and they base they base a whole set the tone. What's going on? They'll base a whole description off of reading 3 words out of an entire sentence. See, that doesn't work. Quan, brother in the super chat, Frank would give Rolly all types of problems. Agreed. I think he beats Rolly Romero. I think it takes a special athletic, pure boxer to beat Frank Martin. Solo Production, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Frank Martin and Pitbull is what I want to see next. Great fight, in my opinion. I agree. I'm with you. DeMarcus Mack, what's going on? I want to see that. Hey, Jafari Caesar, what's going on? Fred Mir, my brother, what's going on, great brother? So people be saying stuff and it don't even make sense. Justin James, my brother in Super Chat, much respect for what you do. Keep shining. Appreciate you, great brother. Lee Smith, 05, Picasso, what's going on? They don't know my background. They don't know who I am. They don't know, what I do. They just make up assumptions because you make an assumption. Roll Tide for life, what's going on? Based off of your emotional responses. That's what you're doing, right? You're talking about I like El Rayo in Venezuela in many of fights. Everybody here knows he's one of my favorite fighters. But you would say something as silly as you always pick the African American fighter over the Latino fighter. Haroon George Reed, what's going on? George Grace, what's going on? Mark Webb, my brother, what's goody with you? See, that's a silly comment to make when you see, because I know what happens is you go listen to these other platforms, you get, it just don't work here with me. Then you get a reality check, and then everybody, it starts to result in, what it results in? It results in name calling because you have nothing else to go to. Locked in, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Keyshawn at 135. That fight versus Frank Martin sound better than Colbert. Keyshawn is at 135, but he's far too young. And Top Rank is not going to make that fight happen no time soon. That would be a great fight, right? But that's not going to happen. Keyshawn only has like 4 or 5 fights, 6 fights, something like that. And Top Rank is not going to make that happen right now. No way. Coogee Cool, what's going on? So it ain't even worth talking about. Adam Thompson, what's going on? Miss T, Peace Bus Queen, how you doing today? King out of Verge, what's going on? It don't even make sense to even talk about it because it ain't going to happen. Avery 81st Street, brother in the super chat. Were you impressed with Frank fight last night? Yes, I was. I was impressed with the fact that he used a completely different style. You know what I mean? And got the job done. That's impressive to me. That was impressive to me. Stephanie Ray, Peace Bless Queen, how you doing today? Corey McGowan, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Boots versus Ugas. Boots beats Ugas handily. Shawa Allah 77, what's going on? He beats him handily. L Harper Reptile, Kondo Sammy Hassan, what's going on? He beats him pretty handily, pretty easy. Sean M, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. I like Martin. He has to get better at dodging straight hand. He does. True Daniels, what's going on? See, now if you've been watching Frank Martin, Jesse Hall, what's going on? You know that was his calling. You understand? B Wade, John Wick, what's going on? Frank, this just last fight yesterday, he was more flat-footed, just standing in front of his opponent. All around strong LLC. Elder McChew, what's going on? Terry Approval, right? Peace, bless, Queen. How you doing on this Sunday afternoon? The Great Dell, what's going on? If you've been watching Frank Martin, you know he's been elusive and mobile. Mo 21, what's going on? Last night was the first time I seen him. I see what's going on, standing like he was. Justin Blake, brother in the super chat. Tank, Spence, Frank, M, Boots, Lubin, Gary, and many more. Yeah, what about Canelo? First of all, let me tell you this, Justin Blake. Sorry to bust your bubble. Jimmy Bernard, my brother, what's going on? Yanu Black, what's going on? Anthony Fort, what's going on? Sorry to bust your bubble, right? Justin Blake, but you have to understand this, right? You have just named the dominant forces in the sport of boxing. Okay? First of all, let's get this straight. African-American fighters dominate the top of the sport of boxing. Hands down. It's not even close. So when you say that, it just sounds silly. And let me tell you why it sounds silly, right? Edward Torres, what's going on? Salute to the shot. In every division, right, there's a dominant African-American fighter. It just works that way. Sorry, I know you wanted to be the opposite, but then I wouldn't be telling you the truth. So you said Tank. Name me a Latino fighter in Tank's division that's better than Gervonta Tank Davis. You can't. Again, then you said Errol Spence. Well, name me or show me a welterweight that's better than Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. You can't. Show me a Latino welterweight that's better than Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford in the welterweight division. Jerron Boots Ennis. Show me a Latino fighter that's better than them. You want me to say Virgil Ortiz, but the fact remains is this. Virgil Ortiz will be the underdog in all those fights. Period. Gary Russell Jr., okay? Leo Santa Cruz, tell me why he didn't fight him. Abner Morris, tell me why he didn't fight him. Carl Frampton, tell me why they didn't fight him. Tell me why they didn't fight Guillermo Rigondeaux. Go ahead and explain. Justin Blake. Frank Martin, okay? He's more talented than Ryan Garcia, period. You want to pick Ryan Garcia for what? Based off of what? Justin Blake? Now tell me, Justin Blake, because you keep wanting to ride this train, and so now I'm gonna appease you. So Justin Blake, tell me, you basing Ryan Garcia off of doing what? You just said Ryan Garcia. Off of what? What did you see Ryan Garcia do, Justin Blake? Go ahead and tell us. This silly behavior. Peace be free. What's going on? Now go tell me why you picking Ryan Garcia, because he ain't do nothing. What has he done? Who has he beat? Tone Capone 1. What's going on? You should have stopped playing with me. Don't play with me. So now, Justin Blake, you just said Ryan Garcia. Based off what? And as far as Jerron Boots Ennis go, since you're talking about Latino fighters at the welterweight division, the two big names at welterweight that are Latino fighters are Virgil Ortiz Jr. and Danny Garcia. I'm going to take my ring off to play this game with you, Justin Blake. Here, Justin Blake. Since you want to play this game, you said Jerron Boots Ennis. There's two top fighters at the welterweight division, Danny Garcia and Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz Jr. and his team said they need 48 months to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. I can count. I don't know if you can, but I can. So I can count. 48 months means 4 years. There's 12 months in a year. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. Let me say it again. Monica, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Virgil Ortiz is the top Latino fighter in the welterweight division. His team said they need 48 months. In about 48 months, they'll fight Jerron Ennis. Well, 48 months is 4 years because 12 times 2 is 24 and 24 times 2 is 48. That's 48 months. He said he needed. So that means he ain't very confident he could beat Jerron Ennis, right? Okay, now let's go to the other Latino fighter at the welterweight division that's considered one of the best welterweights. And Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia said he's never going to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. As a matter of fact, he won't even spar Jerron Boots Ennis. And they're both from Philly. Hold on, man. Hold on. He won't even spar Jerron Boots Ennis, and they both from Philly. And then he said, Jerron Boots Ennis ain't going to make a name off of him. He got to make his own name in his own lane. So Jerron can't get Danny Garcia or Virgil in the ring, but yet you want to pick against him. So let me ask you a question, Justin Blake. I don't know why you got me on this. I was talking about something completely different, but you did this. So now let me ask you this question. Who am I supposed to pick? What Latino fighter am I supposed to pick against Jerron Ennis? Go ahead and tell us, Justin Blake. The real depth, what's going on? Go ahead, man. Dungeon Talk, what's going on? These dudes just be saying anything. So now, who am I supposed to pick? He just said Virgil Ortiz Jr. You see what I'm talking about? You see the silliness? It's hard of hearing. It gets annoying talking to y'all. I just went through a whole spill about Virgil Ortiz, and then you just said Virgil Ortiz Jr. TJ Boston, what's going on? I just broke down the entire situation with Virgil Ortiz Jr. And then I said, who am I supposed to? And then you said Virgil. Well, how can I pick Virgil Ortiz when Virgil Ortiz ain't even picking Virgil Ortiz to beat Jerron Ennis? Back to regularly scheduled programming. Main event Mark, my brother in the super chat. He said, Rashidi Ellis told me he'll be back down to 147. He needs to be there ASAP. Told Mitch Television, what's going on? This dude said Virgil Ortiz. See what I'm talking about? This is why I can't have a conversation with you dudes. I can't. D. Lewis, what's going on? Because I already know what it's about. QT, what's going on? I already know what it's about. Sergeant of Marines Conley, what's going on? How you feeling, great brother? Blessings to you. Bayside Boston, what's going on? Canceled Christmas, what's good? I don't even know how I let myself go down these roads with these dudes, man. Brian Taylor, my brother in the super chat. He said, who wins, Boots versus Rashidi Ellis? Jerron Boots Ennis. Justin Blake back in the super chat. UK has more champions than African American champions. Good. They ain't better than African American fighters. I don't care what you say. What UK champions they have? What UK champions do you have? Go ahead and tell me. Sam, brother in the super chat. Surely Derrick James is winning trainer of the year by far. He said UK has more champions than African American fighters. How? Just because they're in the UK don't mean they're not African fighters. You sound silly. Again, another silly comment. Another silly comment. So name these champions. Go ahead. Go ahead. Name these champions. I'll wait. I'm interested to know. Justin Blake. Now tell us the champions in the UK. I told you. You see, they like to claim they're really pointing the finger in the mirror. Burgess Merriman, what's going on? They really point the finger in the mirror, and I already know that's what they're doing. But I like to show y'all what I deal with on a daily basis. You understand? So he's pointing the finger in the mirror. Baby Billy in the super chat. Half of UK champions are black, Justin Blake. But Baby Billy, I wish you didn't tell him that. I wanted to hear his remark. Jermaine Ford, what's going on? So I can show y'all what I deal with on a daily basis. Mike Lee, Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reach in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reacher. Zoomverse, what's going on? I want him to answer. He don't even know what he's talking about. He said, you said African American. Justin Blake, this conversation is over. Timothy Stoudemire, what's going on? I'm done talking. So anyway, Holmes Smith, what's going on? I'm done talking. I'm not. Point proven. Point is proven. Point is proven. He named 3 champions. Now watch this now. He named 3 champions, and Lawrence Okolie is what? What is Lawrence Okolie? T. Wells 30 Deuce. What's going on? Somebody tell me, Leo GT Multimedia Artist. What's going on? Somebody explain to me what's Lawrence Okolie. Maybe I missed something. Monty Norman. What's going on? Kenyatta Ali. What's going on? Does anybody know what is Lawrence Okolie? Huh? Did I miss something? It's 2511. What's going on? Did I miss something? Quincy Carter, my brother. What's going on? Senior Unseen Boston. What's going on? Did I miss something? He said Josh Taylor. He named 2 fighters. Miss T, that's what I thought. Miss T, that's what I was thinking. But maybe I missed something. Right? And so he named 2 fighters. Well, I can name 2 champions, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. So where's the rest? You said there's more UK fighters that are champions than African American fighters. This is a silly conversation. You named 2 fighters. This girl loves boxing. Peace, bless, queen. How you doing today? He said there's more UK champions than African American fighters. So I'm asking him where? He names 2 guys, Tyson Fury and Josh Taylor. So where's the rest? But the funny part about this is you made this conversation about African American fighters and Mexican fighters. But now you're reaching for UK fighters to enter your party. Christian Fire, what's going on? Atlantean man, what's going on? I only address this so I want y'all to see the silliness I deal with on a daily basis. A daily basis, people. Not just when I'm live, not just in the comment section. In my inbox, this is a daily basis, people. I want y'all to see this. Ryan Noble Barfield, Michael Perkins, what's going on? So he just said that I always pick against the Latino fighters. But now, Laylaw, what's going on? The last time I checked, Tyson Fury and Josh Taylor are not Latinos. Waddell Gonzalez, what's going on? You just said I pick against the Latino fighters. And you pointed out Josh Taylor and Tyson Fury. They ain't Latinos. So you looking to try to even a score. You bringing in all types of other people to try to even it out. It don't work. This is what I was trying to tell you, brother. Stop trying to go. You can't. Let me put my ring back on. You can't, child, please. What's going on? You can't debate truth, brother. You can't debate truth. Sorry. As much as I know you want to, you can't. You can't. Rodriguez Jackson, what's going on? You can't debate truth. The truth is just the truth. So you tried, but then you just make yourself sound silly. Because now you're reaching for all types of other people, but you said it was about Latino fighters. Now it's about UK fighters, and now it's about this fighter. Man, come on, man. Sin Strong TV, what's going on? I told y'all. It's always about what. See, here's the problem. You so desperately want a fighter to represent and look like you, to be at the top. By all means. It just don't work. You can't make you out of shape. John Love, what's going on? And you know the reason why you out of shape, Justin Blake? You know why? Because you have squares in your circle. You're trying to fit a square in a circle, and it don't work. Luckman Hack, what's going on? Timothy Steinmeier, what's going on? You're trying to fit a square in a circle. Ant Lang, what's going on? And it don't work. But the more you go down that hole, the sillier you look. Because you just don't want to admit truth. The truth is, right, that when you look at division by division, it just, look who dominates the divisions. That's not my doing. Jermaine Ford, what's going on? Ernie V, what's going on? SC, what's going on? It's just like you had Eddie Reynoso say African-American styles are very very tough to deal with. Hey, I'm sure you thought Oscar Valdez was going to beat Shakur Stevenson. And now you wasn't looking very proud. Rebel Archangel, what's going on? Ray Patterson, Sherman Callahan, Eye of the Tiger, what's going on? And then after the fight, you wasn't looking very proud. You know why? You tried to pick with emotion. That don't work. Crack World, what's going on? It don't work. You're trying to pick with emotion instead of picking with education. Lord Sweat, Real Chopper, what's going on? Pick with reality and pick with education. That works better. Tone Mitch Television, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, "What's the deal, Blue?" I look on FanDuel and they have Errol and Terence bets for October 29th. FanDuel wouldn't do that for no reason. FanDuel is reaching. FanDuel has been putting up things like Tyson Fury's going to fight Francis Ngannou. Well, we know that's not true. Then they had Tyson Fury fighting Anthony Joshua. We know that's not true. So, yeah, well, you know, they had Terence Crawford, Errol Spence up there for quite some time. But I wonder, Tone Mitch Television, has anybody said that FanDuel is clickbaiting? Uh-oh. So FanDuel has October 29th, Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, right? Smith and Enterprise, what's going on? Light Eyes, what's going on? Greg Peters, what's going on? Macadocious Mac of the South, what's going on? Professor X, what's going on? JB, what's going on? Right? G Cole, my brother, Sean Burton, Rico McCall, what's going on? So now, if I tell you Errol Spence and Terence Crawford are going to fight October 29th, you're going to get all types of people talking about Blue is clickbaiting. Oh, what source you got that from? Where did you get that from, Blue? You making up stories, Blue. So FanDuel got it from me? I'm just asking the question. Ruben Langford, what's going on? Hold on. I'm asking y'all a question. Where did FanDuel get it from? Me? So you're going to tell me FanDuel, right? Current promoter, what's going on? You're going to tell me FanDuel, as big as FanDuel is, they got it from me? And they all this time FanDuel has been having it up? And nobody questions FanDuel? FanDuel. You're talking about the commercials that's on everything? Jeremy Jordan, Talib Cunningham, Yo Sony, what's going on? FanDuel, right? We talking about the same FanDuel, right? The multi-million-dollar, nearly billion-dollar company FanDuel? RJ Moore, brother in the super chat, who said, what's up, Blue? What's good with you, great brother? Ernie V, what's going on? So how come you ain't see all these dudes making videos talking about FanDuel was clickbaiting? Huh? DJ Ribs 1, what's going on? Heavy Bag, a.k.a. Heavy, what's going on? Aisha, peace and bless, Queen. How you doing today? So when I told you to fight, they want to have the fight in the fall. Stevie Patrick, what's going on? When I told you they want to have the fight in the fall, right? When I told you, Buddy said, I love clicking on your clickbait. Salute my brother, Buddy. Carlos Duntrell, what's going on? So when I told you they want to have the fight in the fall, y'all told me I was clickbaiting. FanDuel has had that up for how long now, people? I'm just asking for a friend. How long has FanDuel been telling you guys that October 29th is the date for Errol Spence, Terence Crawford? I'm just asking for a friend. King Judah, what's going on? Huh? Where's all these channels? Your boy that be doing his videos in the Camry? Is he doing videos talking about FanDuel? Huh? Is he? Oh, when Errol put facts on that comment and everybody said he's talking to Blue Blood. Blue Blood be clickbaiting. He was clickbaiting with the date. Oh, when you had Terence Crawford boy Bernie saying I was clickbaiting with dates, right? Did Bernie make a video telling you that FanDuel was clickbaiting? Huh? I'm just asking for a friend. Has Bernie done a video and told you that FanDuel is clickbaiting? Anybody? So when you go over to these platforms, ask them how come they're not waving their hands and saying FanDuel is clickbaiting. Yeah, he got a 1992 Camry, child, please. Greenhole Dunham, what's going on? So when y'all go see these channels and these platforms, ask them. When they make a video about Blue, talking about, hey, man, Blue like that, and you want to ask them, hey, man, FanDuel has had this up for quite some time. Why isn't FanDuel? You don't think FanDuel is clickbaiting? Why haven't you put FanDuel in your title? Yeah, G-Code is 1991. Before the new bodies came out. Philly Miz 215. My brother, what's good with you? These dudes is amazing, man. FanDuel has had this up for weeks now. Don DeMarco. Jaden Anthony, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. You said pick with education and not emotion, but you predicted Wilder would beat for the third Fury fight when we all knew what was going to happen. You did not know what was going to happen. Now that's another silly comment. Miss Sexy, peace bless Queen. Miss Sexy, listen. I'm gonna tell you this, right? You've been hurting my feelings. Kizzy Hayes, peace bless Queen. How you doing today? Because Miss Sexy, I haven't seen you here in about 4 or 5 days. You dig what I'm trying to tell you? You understand? And me and the hubby had a plan. You understand what I'm saying? Charlie's family, what's going on? So Jaden Anthony, he just said that I picked Wilder because of emotion, right? When I clearly didn't pick Wilder because of emotion, I picked Wilder because he has the equalizer and Tyson Fury has been on the canvas. As a matter of fact, in the first fight, Tyson Fury was down twice and he should have been counted out. And in the third fight that you speaking of, Cedric Battles, what's going on? Right? Fidel Montego, what's going on? In the third fight that you speak of, right? Tyson Fury was on the canvas in that fight. And if you go watch the count, even Andre Ward said that what is the referee doing and what are they doing with the count? This is a problem. So you had the announcers that was announcing the fight said, what are they doing, right? With the referee. So I didn't pick Wilder because you didn't know that was going to happen, right? Brother Powell, what's going on? So what are you talking about? He was arguably knocked out. I didn't pick him because of what? I picked him because of he has the equalizer. I don't care what you think, Jaden Anthony. If the first referee told you, right, the third man in the ring, go back and look at Jack Reese, Jaden Anthony. Don't play with me, brother. Go play Legos. You know what you should do, brother? Go get one of Rubik's cubes. It'll occupy your brain. Don't play with me. Jack Reese said he thought Wilder won the first fight on points, and on top of it, this is the third man in the ring. And Jack Reese had reiterated this time in and time out again. SPV 98, what's going on? Okay? That's opinionated. SPV 98. You said Andre Ward also had Maxeo up 11 rounds to 1. That's opinionated. When the referee is slow to count, that's not opinionated. That's a fact. You can clearly see the referee slow to count. What are you talking about? You're trying to compare his opinion with who's winning the fight opposed to the fact that the referee is slow counting. When you had the entire panel saying, what is the referee doing? He's losing focus on the count. So what are we talking about here? Stop talking to me with the silliness. That don't work with me. Now back to Anthony, right? Jack Reese said that in the first fight when he got knocked down, that he wanted to give Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt because Tyson Fury was once a champion. He wanted to give him the opportunity to get up. And he said that his leg was still moving. And the fact that his leg was still in an upward position, that he gave Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt. I said what I said. What's going on? So this is the referee saying it out his own mouth. The third man in the ring. Not you. See how that works? That don't work with me. You know what them Rubik cubes, right? Go get one of those and try to line up all the colors, brother. Works better. You understand? Antonio King, what's going on? Yeah, Miss Sexy. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? You can get one of them Rubik cubes. It works. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Y'all come here and try playing these games with me on a daily basis. That's amazing. That's what amazes me. You know, the definition of insanity is trying to do the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Batman Forever, a.k.a. 817 Bossy B, my brother, what's good? Ben Frank Jr. 100. Dude, what's goody with you? Hey, baby boy, can you do me a favor? Can you pass me a bottle of water? Or we don't have no more big ones, right? Yeah, D. Murray, they do this daily, with no substance. Thank you, baby boy. Appreciate it. Yeah, we don't have the big ones. Oh, you can give me one of those too. Thanks, Dave. Jay Sir, 72, what's going on? Mark Miller, what's going on? So I didn't pick with emotion. That was a 50-50 fight, and I picked it's emotion to you. You know why? You know why? Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? Here's why. Here's why it's emotional to you. Because you know I have a relationship with Deontay Wilder. That's why it's emotional to you. You can't separate facts from feeling. So you know that I have a relationship with Deontay Wilder. So in your brain, because that's how you operate. See, you identify with what you do. You understand? It's not many people identify outside the box, right? 90% of the people identify with going with the grain compared to going against the grain. Nicholas Simmons, what's going on? So, because how you would pick the fight, because if it's your boy and somebody you have a relationship with, right? You automatically going to pick him. Richard Stony Island, what's going on? That's how that works in your brain. You understand? One King, what's going on? Malik Scott is a great trainer. You know not what you speak of when you say that. MCM, what's going on? He should have had Floyd Mayweather in his corner. Let me ask you a question. You understand? See, these are the things that we be saying that we don't pay attention to. We got to do our homework. You said Deontay Wilder should have had Floyd Mayweather in his corner instead of Malik Scott. Has Floyd Mayweather ever been a heavyweight? No, he's never been. Number two, how do you know Touch of Trent? What's going on? Malik Scott has a great boxing brain. Malik Scott is all he does every day, every single day, day in, day out. All he does is study boxing. Have you ever seen Floyd Mayweather in anybody's corner training anybody? How you know how Floyd Mayweather's going to react? 205 Entertainment and More. What's going on? If you never saw Floyd Mayweather in somebody's corner, he said it didn't work though, did it? Who cares if it worked or not? He said it didn't work though. And what's your point, Jaden Anthony? Stop being silly. Paul Ruffin, what's going on? You saw Floyd in Tank versus Barrios. You saw Floyd in the corner? No, you didn't. Boy, what's wrong with you people, man? Anyway, so Frank Martin, Errol Spence is pushing for Frank Martin versus Rolly Romero or Chris Colbert. Now, the thing I have, Quan, brother in the super chat, sad that going for your countryman makes you a racist. No, that doesn't make you. But it's emotionally tied because when you don't have, you have to understand this, Kwam, and this has nothing. This is just truth that I'm going to give you. Okay, the African American fighters have been dominating the sport of boxing from the beginning of time. It just has. So, G. Al, my brother, what's goody with you? Where you been at, King? National champs, what's going on? Lyndon Brown, what's going on? That's not my opinion. That's not me being biased. That's not none of that. That's just truth. Ask anybody, okay? You're for ask anybody, you're 4 fighters on Mount Rushmore. It's going to be a universal 4. Muhammad Ali is going to be on everybody's Mount Rushmore. Sugar Ray Robinson is going to be on everybody's Mount Rushmore. There's only 2 spots left. There's only 2. There's only 2 left. Now, I'm almost certain Floyd got to be on that Mount Rushmore, right? Okay. Now Floyd is on there. Now there's only 1 spot. You follow what I'm trying to tell y'all? Big Dog Willie, my brother, in the super chat, hashtag Con Goat. Big Dog Willie, where you been at? He said Con destroyed Spence, Charlo, and Boots and Hagler. See, Big Dog Willie always do this, man. I was prepared for this. He always do this in the super chat. SPV 99 said you can argue Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. In what world? Only in your world. C Money Best Style, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, salute, Blue. Brooklyn is in the building. Hashtag LBCD. Salute. You mean LDBC. Unapologetically true. What's going on? He said you can debate Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Who's debating that? Watch this now. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Now watch this now. Watch this now. 98. You say I could debate Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, right? Shot _064. What's going on? Dark Truth Deuce. What's going on? Watch this now. How old was Manny Pacquiao when he lost to Yordenis Ugas? Go ahead and tell me. Go ahead. How old was he? Now let's have a little history lesson. Marvin Banks, what's going on? Clifford Johnson, what's going on? Since you want to play this game. G-Code, well, you're going to have, he said, my uncle tried this debate with me. Well, G-Code, you about to have some proof that ain't true. You're going to end that conversation with your uncle. Eli Briggs, what's going on? SB98, he said, Blue, I said both can get on the Mount Rushmore together. Floyd is way better than Manny. No, you said I can debate Manny and Floyd. That's what you said. That's not, you didn't say they can both be on the Mount Rushmore. You said I can debate Manny and Floyd. That's what you just said. There's no debate. I'm not debating Manny Pacquiao's on. No, he's not better than Sugar Ray Leonard. He's not better than Marvin Hagler. He's not better than Tommy Hearns. Okay, he's not better than none of those guys. Okay, he's not better than Floyd Mayweather. So please stop. So I'm asking you, and nobody's debating Manny Pacquiao being on Mount Rushmore. He's a great fighter. He's a legend. He's an icon, no doubt. But I'm asking you, how old was Manny Pacquiao when he lost to Yordenis Ugas? Tunnel vision, what's going on? Stewie the Great, Eric Black 60, what's going on? Ali Robinson, Mayweather, Pacquiao. No. Why did you put Manny Pacquiao? You're trying to force feed somebody. You're trying to force somebody that look different on the list. That's what you're trying to do. Right? You trying to tell me that Manny Pacquiao is better than Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, and Marvin Hagler. That's what you're trying to tell me. C Money best start dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Is Brooklyn in the house? Without a doubt. I'm the rapper with clout everybody yap about. I'm the YouTuber with clout everybody yap about. Check it out. Quan brother back in the super chat. Who are your four kings of the past Mayweather era? Before Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Jack Johnson. He ain't better than Roy Jones either. He said, yeah, I don't like his fans, but his resume is stacked. Bro, Manny Pacquiao was knocked out by two guys you never even heard of. That ends the conversation. If you can't even name me those two guys that he was knocked out by, then that ends the conversation. He was dominated by Eric Morales in the first fight. He arguably lost all four fights to Marquez. He was knocked out brutally by Marquez in the fourth fight. He was dominated by Yordenis Ugas. Okay, like it's just not even. It's not up for debate. Sorry, brother. I know you want to play somebody. Don Julio is going on, but it just don't work. It don't work. Right? You think that Manny Pacquiao is better than Roy Jones Jr.? Do you think that Manny Pacquiao is better than Roy Jones Jr.? Big Dog Willie, here you go again in the super chat. Hagler versus Spence, Duran versus Haney. I think Hagler beats Errol Spence. Roberto Duran and Devin Haney. Wow. I can't give you an answer on that right now. Big Dose 513. DJ, what's goody with you? Mike G, what's going on? I can't give you an answer on that because I have to see more from Devin Haney. And he still has a lot. He's 23. He has a lot. Mr. Mont, what's going on? He has a lot to be desired. There's a lot to, we have to see from Devin Haney, right? just based off of right now, I would have to say Roberto Duran. But that's not fair because Devin Haney is 23 and just starting his career. You understand what I'm saying? He's 23 and just starting his career. So I have to see Devin Haney, what he turns out to be when he goes up to welterweight, when he's in his 30s, and when he's completely filled out and at his peak. He's not at his peak. Donald Destruction, what's going on? Will Smith, what's going on? So I can't tell you about Duran. About that fight because it's not fair to Devin Haney. I don't know what he's going to be. You understand? So I got to see what he turns out to be when it's all said and done, or when it's close to all being said. Errol Spence is 32. You understand what I'm saying? Errol Spence is 32 years of age. Errol Spence is, he's at his peak. So, now it's safe to say, is now I can make a good. Is Errol Spence going to dramatically become different? Real game, what's going on? Is Errol Spence dramatically going to be different in 3 years? No. In 2 years? No. He's not. So that's how I can make my opinion based off of Hagler versus Errol Spence. And that's a very, very good fight. That's a very good fight. Adios, Canelo. Big Dog Willie, brother, back in the super chat. Duran versus Loma. I got Duran. Hagler versus Canelo. I got Hagler. Ali versus... come on, bro. Rocky Gray, what's going on? Big Dog Willie. Did you just say Muhammad Ali versus Anthony Joshua? Come on, bro. Jaden, brother, back in the super chat. How do you think Duran versus Floyd will go? I think Floyd Mayweather will win. I think it will be a rough, rugged fight, though. I think that... But Duran struggled with boxers. When you ever watch Jaden Anthony, you ever watch when Jaden Anthony, go watch what's the story, man? Documentary. It's about Wilfred Benitez. There's a documentary right now about Wilfred Benitez, Jaden Anthony. No, not. It's not about Duran. It's about Benitez. Hey, Duran struggled with boxers, bro. He struggled with boxers, and especially boxers punches. Floyd would eliminate what he did great. Floyd would be here. Wilfred Benitez was better than Roberto Duran, people. He didn't have a better commitment. That's what happened. Wilfred Benitez was better than Roberto. Hey, Wilfred Benitez, his story and it's sad. It truly is, man. I watched it and I cried, man. I watched it like 2 days ago, and I sat here and I cried. Right here where I'm sitting right now. I cried when I watched it. But y'all know I'm passionate about the sport I love. Start 7, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, which is the fight that you would love to see that most got made? To see that almost got made. Mine is Leonard Pryor. I think Leonard was going to beat Pryor. I want to say Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, because I always thought that Leonard would beat Aaron Pryor. Jay Dilla, what's going on? I thought Aaron Pryor was too small for Leonard. Hey, what's going on? Deontay Mosley, my brother, what's going on? I always thought that he would beat him. Big Theodore, what's going on, great brother? Sam, brother in the super chat, dropping that Ocho on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, If a fighter tests positive for steroids, should that take them out of the great category? If it does, bro, you will be removing so many greats. It's not even funny, Sam. It's not even funny. If we go by that, so many greats will be removed from that category. It wouldn't even be funny, bro. I kid you not. I kid you not, bro. I mean, Shane Mosley, Roy Jones, James Toney, so many greats. It won't even be funny, bro. Canelo Alvarez, it just would be so ridiculous. It's not even funny. Evander Holyfield, Antonio Tarver, it just Batman Forever, aka 817 Boxing B, my brother in the super chat. Who's your source? You just want some. He said, "Who's your source? You just want some money." Facts, but are they questioning FanDuel? No. Hey, Batman, aka 817 Boxing B, right? Now watch this. Now, does anybody ask Manny Face Publishing what's going on? Ruben Langford, what's going on? Does anybody ask where did FanDuel get their source from? 817 Boxing B. Have you heard any of these dudes that's talking about, oh, these guys making up sources and all of that? Have you ever heard any of these dudes talking about where did FanDuel get their sources from? Big Dog Willie, brother in the super chat, he said Duran versus Tio. Duran. Frazier versus Dylan. Come on, bro. Roy Babineau, what's going on? Huh? Emmanuel Augustus versus Tank. Man, that's a difficult fight, man. That's a difficult fight for Tank. Super Mac Time, what's going on, my great brother? That's a difficult fight for him, man. Joel Horder, what's going on? Big Scat Straight, what's going on? Cursor, my brother. Tank Quill, what's going on? Right. Elvin Robles, what's going on? If you go to FanDuel right now, FanDuel has Marcus Walls, what's going on? If you go to FanDuel, FanDuel has Errol Spence and Terence Crawford up there, right? October 29th. Why isn't anybody asking them who's their sources? Yeah, Tyson Fury tested positive, yep. Low Tolerable, what's going on? Huh? Has anybody ever questioned FanDuel and say, FanDuel says October 29th. So what FanDuel do? Get it from me? Or Stokes, what's going on? Or do they have sources? Battle Boy, what's going on? Or do their sources not matter? Huh? Errol said it's close to being made. Yeah, that's what he said. Right. 817 Boston B. He said, but your YouTube is We Be Lying. Right. John Love, Breezy Cool, what's going on? Leo Lopez, what's going on? Sean Burton, what's going on? But when Blue tell you in the roundabout, FanDuel ain't even, hey, 817 Boston B. FanDuel is not even, they're not even making it, they're not even telling you if, they telling you a date. Elvin Robles, what's going on? FanDuel, Luis Rivera, what's going on? FanDuel, Pat King, what's going on? They're not even, at least I'm saying, sources are telling me this is the date it could possibly happen, right? Which means I'm saying that it's not guaranteed, right? The Punch Report, what's going on? FanDuel ain't even doing that. They telling you an exact date. Oh yeah, Buddy Lee. Well, we knew that was coming. That's not. Right, Tone Mitch. FanDuel is giving you a date and they're giving you a line and everything. They are reporting it as fact, right? Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Philip Beludi, what's going on? Melvo Money 11, my brother in the super chat said, Blue, can you shout out my 5-year-old daughter, Lainey? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Peace and blessings to the princess, Lainey. Blessings to you, princess. How you doing, Lainey? Absolutely. Blessings to the princess, man. Free one, what's going on? Sully, what's going on? Just Fan said, Bluebird, you got to read their fine print. So they say the same thing I do. Subject to change, right? But when I say it, they told you I'm lying. But when FanDuel reads the fine print and says subject to change, well, nobody's questioning FanDuel. But FanDuel had to get it from a source. Right? King Stu, what's going on? Right? For FanDuel to say October 29th, that means they had to get it from somebody, right? So when people be saying, yeah, this is fake sources. Fake sources? So what about FanDuel sources? Because they right on par with everybody else, aren't they? Jermacki, my brother, what's going on? Aren't they on par with what I'm saying? 3,000, Mr. Big, what's good? Hey, AI, man, please don't come here repeating anything that dude says. Please. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Don't repeat anything that dude says here. Was Frank Martin beat Colbert? Yes. Travis Holiday, what's going on? Walter Robinson, what's going on? Frank Martin. There was another fight somebody asked me about, and I completely let it slip my mind. And blessings to the young princess Lainey. Peace and blessings to the young princess Lainey. How you doing today, princess? Elenia, man, what's going on? Christopher Johnson, what's going on? Warren Smith, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Blue, explain to me why are you choose Boots over Speedy Ellis? I broke that down every time somebody asks me, and I'll do it again. I gather, because you asked me. Boom Boom Punch Face TV, what's going on? But before I get to that, they asked me about Frank Martin and Chris Colbert, but they asked me about another fight. Forgot what it was. But Frank Martin beats Chris Colbert. Kelvin Rummels, what's going on? Ernie V, what's going on? Chris Colbert pride is telling him to accept the fight because Errol Spence is publicly calling him out. Chris Colbert should not be accepting this fight. It's a terrible style matchup for Chris Colbert. And Chris Colbert is a 130 pounder. He's not a 35er. He's not a 35 pounder. You understand? Chris Colbert is a 130 pounder. I don't know if he's moving up. Thomas Moreland, what's going on? Big Jag, what's going on? Is somebody tell me, is Chris Colbert planning to move up? Did he already mention that? I don't even know how that came about, that Errol Spence even mentioned Chris Colbert. Melvin Campbell, what's going on? Jeff Campbell, what's going on? I don't even know how that came about. Did I miss something? Chris Colbert been talking about moving up in weight? Joshua Ferris, what's going on? Because he's a 130 pounder. But that's a terrible matchup for Chris Colbert. Knox, what's going on? We just saw the fight that Chris Colbert just had, and he don't like pressure. He don't deal with pressure well. He's not a physical fighter. He's a finesse fighter. And Frank Martin is both. Battle Boy, what's going on? Frank Martin can be a finesse fighter. Frank Martin can be a physical fighter, as we saw last night. And he's too athletic for Chris Colbert to keep off of him. Chris Colbert is going to knock him out. Raphael, what's going on? Frank Martin is going to knock out Chris Colbert. the way Chris Colbert was able to avoid Hector Garcia, he can't avoid, and he still was in trouble against Hector Garcia, right? He can't avoid Frank Martin like that because Frank Martin's athletic ability, his quickness. You understand? So he's in trouble. And he's saying, let's make it happen. And he's saying Errol Spence need to put respect on his lane and all of those types of things. But that's his pride talking. That's pride. That's not, you know, he's not making an educated decision. That's his pride. Why he said, oh, these dudes are going to start, they're going to put respect on my lane. That's his pride. You understand? That has nothing to do with his actual, you know, decision process. And he's not going to win that fight. And Chris Colbert is a good fighter. Ryu called out Frank Martin. That's the fight that Errol needs to focus on. Isaac Cruz has a fight coming up September 4th. He's not available. I know we keep throwing out Isaac Pitbull Cruz's name, and we keep saying Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz is not available. Justin 24 Yahoo, what's going on? Said Frank Martin is not that dude. Cool. Chris the Albert, what's going on? I love Brooklyn, but the truth is the truth. Isaac Cruz is not available. He's fighting September 4th. Buddy said I DM'd you the info, Blue. Okay. Yeah, Isaac Cruz is fighting September 4th, so he's not even available. And who else was it? Oh, Rolly. Rolly, that fight could happen. Rolly ain't got no fight. Oh, Errol Spence said that it's already done. Chris Colbert versus Frank Martin. Oh, Errol Spence just confirmed that Frank Martin and Chris Colbert is going to be fighting. Chris Colbert is going to get stopped. Michael James 616, what's going on? Salute to my brother Buddy Lee Sr. Yeah, it's done. He's going to get stopped. He's going to get stopped. This is no slight to Chris Colbert. I'm just telling y'all what I see. Cal L. Cooler, what's going on? Dwight, what's going on? Christian Albert, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dip on your boy Blue. I appreciate you, great brother. Rocky Gray, what's going on? Salute to my brother Christian Albert, dropping that dip on your boy Blue. Now, I was asked about Boots versus Rashidi Ellis. Why do I think Mr. 76, what's going on? Boots is going to beat Rashidi Ellis. And it's pretty simple because Rashidi Ellis is a finesse fighter. Again, it's something similar. All Around Strong LLC, what's going on? It's something similar to Chris Colbert and I Serve 88. What's going on, great brother? No, he's not. Chris Colbert versus Frank Martin, right? Chris Colbert is a finesse fighter who don't like physicality. When you get physical with him and back him up, he don't like it. He's not comfortable with it, right? They do more movement than fighting when they're on the back foot, and trying to be elusive. It's the same thing with Rashidi Ellis. Okay, Rashidi Ellis is a finesse fighter, athletic. He's very athletic, very fast hands, all of the above. Bassiana and the Menace, peace, blessed to the Queen. How you doing today? Drop the link to y'all channel in the chat. Bassiana and the Menace, the Queen. Sweeter Nicks, what's going on? Colbert done lost his. Michael Brown, what's going on? So the thing is, right, is that Rashidi Ellis is a finesse fighter. Jerron Boots Ennis is bigger. He's strong. He just has just as fast hands. He delivers it different. He has just as fast feet. But he's more rangy. He's bigger. And he's stronger, right? And so Rashidi Ellis' advantage is his athletic ability, his hand speed, and his ring IQ. So there's when he fought, I forgot the guy's name. Was it Hector Garcia? I think it was Hector Garcia that was backing him up. Was it Hector Garcia? Who was it? He was fighting somebody, and they was backing him up. You can see he was uncomfortable, but he's more talented. Alexis Roca, who beat Alexis Roca, who just beat what's his name? Blair LaFleur, Blair Cobbs. Alexis Roca. Remember when he beat Alexis Roca, unanimous decision. But look at how uncomfortable he was. Where, he was getting trapped in the corner and stuff like that. When he was getting trapped in the corner and he couldn't move, he couldn't utilize the ring. You could see he was uncomfortable in those positions, but he's just more talented than Alexis Roca. Ooh, when did you had a passion for boxing? Oh, since I was young. My family's always been in boxing, so I couldn't even really tell you. Football and boxing, I picked up from my family when I was very, very, very young. I chose football as my route to trying to become a professional and being a professional athlete. Didn't come to fruition. And then, I wish I had chosen boxing. More control over your career. T-Bugs, what's going on? Renaissance Dad, what's going on? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, happy Sunday to you, T-Bugs, my great brother. Next level 5, what's going on? Yeah, we should have 1,000 likes, but okay. Jaden Anthony, brother in the super chat. Wilder versus Lennox Lewis, Fury versus Ali. Hey man, those are very good fights, man. I think Deontay Wilder could beat Lennox Lewis, but I think Lennox Lewis could beat Deontay Wilder. Lennox Lewis has shown to have a very weak chin when he get touched. Lennox Lewis will go down, bro. And we know Deontay Wilder has the ultimate equalizer. But then on the flip side, Lennox Lewis is very fundamentally sound, very technically skilled, great jab, very high ring IQ. So can he eliminate Deontay Wilder's big punch? Is he never going to get touched? Because when Lennox Lewis got touched, he went down. You know what I mean? So that's a good question. Who won that? Mr. Tally 140, what's going on? I would have to say whoever lands first. If Lennox Lewis can avoid Deontay Wilder and nullify his power for 12 rounds, then he's going to win. But Boston Session TBS, my brother Kai in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Boston Session TBS. GNC Bone PS5, what's going on? But if Deontay Wilder lands and he's taller, he's quicker, a better athlete, and he only got to land one punch, and Wilder does have a chin, but Lennox Lewis has got it. Jaden Anthony. Lennox Lewis got it. Woo-wee! Alfonso Corsi, what's going on? Boy, Lennox Lewis got bricks in his hands, boy. So, that's a very interesting fight. Fury versus Ali, that's another interesting fight, man, because I know people automatically going to say Muhammad Ali beats Tyson Fury. Muhammad Ali wasn't it. Today's time, man, these dudes are much bigger. They're not the heavyweights of yesteryear. And I know skills pay the bills. Stanley Bailey, what's going on? Skills pay the bills. He's 6 inches taller than Muhammad Ali, and he's 60 pounds heavier than Muhammad Ali. Got a longer arm reach. How's Muhammad Ali going to deal with that? He's not a big guy. You know what I mean? Big Zoe, what's going on? And Fury's not just a big dude. He can box. He's skilled. So that's very, very interesting, man. Big Zoe, what's going on? I know automatically people gonna say, "Hey, Muhammad Ali wins that fight." You know, and that's a tough fight, man. That's a tough fight. Ruben Gutierrez, what's going on? That's a tough fight, bro. I think Muhammad Ali can win. And if I had to put it on it, if I had to, make a choice for sure, I would say Muhammad Ali. Mark Friendly, what's going on? But that size, Stark 7, brother in the super chat once again. Is Martin is better than is Frank Martin better than Mutala and Valenzuela? Is he better than him? I don't know yet. Clifford Johnson, what's going on? I don't know. We got to see. They're all in the very, very beginning stages of their career. Dewan T, what's going on? It's very early in their career. We have to see them. I don't know. They all. The skies is very bright. The sky's the limit for all of them. So we got to see. We got to see. Shakur Stevenson, Blue, who beats him? I'm gonna keep asking. Only person I see beating Shakur Stevenson is Devin Haney, unless Gerald McClellan beats Triple G. Unless I don't know how Shakur's gonna fare at 147 and 140. He's not a big guy. He's talented. He's skilled. So of course he can do it. CEO Shorty, what's going on? Once he gets up there, that could be, challenging for Shakur Stevenson. But that's about Devin Haney. Manny Face Publishing, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Lennox fought a lot of hard-hitting boxers. Near all of them fighters in the 90s and 2000s. Fighters hit hard. He got to keep. He got a deep resume. Yeah, he does. But you got to factor in Deontay Wilder's bigger than all the guys he faced. He's more athletic than all the guys he faced. And Deontay Wilder has the highest knockout ratio in the history of the sport of boxing, which tells you he's a bigger puncher than all the guys you just mentioned. So Deontay Wilder has knocked down and knocked out everybody he's ever faced. And he's bigger, more rangier, more athletic than all those guys that Lennox Lewis faced. So the thing is, can Lennox Lewis keep him at bay? And that's the problem. That's the struggle. He has the ultimate equalizer. And he's going to land it. And he's fast. Campaign Dantes, what's going on? James with an AZ was good. You can't count Wilder out until the clock says exactly. Gervonta versus Ab in the prime, Zab Judah. So I like the aggression of Errol Spence, looking to make these fights happen. Rolly Romero on the rise. What's going on? He called out Rolly. He called out, some guys. I think that he should be, even though everybody's saying the Chris Colbert fight is done, I think that they should be focused on Venezuela, not Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert is a 30-pounder, and he's coming off of a loss. Now I know it's Chris Colbert is a bigger name, but Chris Colbert is coming off of a loss, and he's a 130-pounder. That shouldn't be the fight. They shouldn't be looking at that fight. Coogee Cool, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? They should be looking at Chris Colbert should be focused on 130, and they should be looking at Venezuela. Venezuela is looking for the fight, right? He said he want to make the fight. Then he's calling out Frank Martin, and he's in his division. That's the fight that should be made. Now, again, like I said, Chris Colbert is a bigger name than Venezuela. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So, I just think that should be the focus. 135-pounders. Spanian PR, what's going on? Although I know like Isaac Cruz is not available. You know what I'm saying? Martin didn't look good last night. I thought he looked good. He used a different style. When you got to look at the style he was using. Chris Colbert out here talking about putting respect on his name. Like, bro, that's not the fight that you should be looking to have at all. Not at all. Straight combo. What's going on? Juggernaut. What's going on? That's what I'm saying. True Daniels. What's going on? That's a bad. I don't know, bro. Jaden Anthony, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, "Do you think Wilder can be the same in his comeback, Blue? For Boston's sake, I hope he can. Though he can wipe out the rest of the division, being 70%. I believe he will. Right? I think he's going to be better, actually. Shay Jackson, 834, what's going on? Anthony Jones, what's going on? Harold Kuma, what's going on? I think he's actually going to be better than what you saw in the past. I think he's going to be, more focused. I think that, he's going to be more acclimated to what Malik is trying to get done. You know what I mean? And, I just think that, you're going to get a better version of Deontay Wilder. And like you said, CEO Shorty was going on. I don't think nobody else can beat Deontay Wilder outside of Tyson Fury. Spanian PR, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. I appreciate you, great brother. Yes, sir. Smith and Enterprise, what's going on? So, like I said, I think that they should be focused on 35-pounders. I know it's this hard pressed because, the ones at the top, you got Terence Barr-Levin. What's going on, great brother? I know the fighters at the top, Devin Haney, they all occupied. But again, like I said, Jose Valenzuela, he's raising his hand to make the fight happen. Oblige him. That's a big fight for me. But I'm a big fan of Frank Martin, and I'm a big fan of Jose Valenzuela. So for me, that's a big fight. For the 7, what's going on? For the casual boxing fans, maybe not so. But for me, that's a huge fight, man. Oh, man. Mr. Mont, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Frank Martin looked good to me. He was fighting a Dominican with skills who was taller and longer. Right. And he fought a different type of fight than we're accustomed to see him fight. He was just standing in the pocket. He was just standing in the pocket. So look at his last fight and look at this fight. Look like completely two different fights. Two different fighters. You know what I'm saying? Raphael Belly of the Bison. Horizontal Slippers. What's going on? Smooth JT. What's going on? Anthony Jones. What's going on? Renee Basyan. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Basyan. What's good with you, Renee? Go subscribe to my brother Renee Basyan. Anthony Jones. What's going on? Yeah, smash the like button, man. Patrick Bell. What's going on, great brother? Yeah, get the likes up, people. I'm gonna have to come back and do a live stream again because I gotta go get my truck. The truck is in the shop and it's now ready. Gotta go get my truck. Scott Miller, what's going on? I think I'm gonna do another live stream, but I gotta go get my truck. Yeah, Pitbull versus, but Isaac Cruz is not available. Isaac Cruz, Kyle 845. What's going on? Isaac Cruz is fighting September 4th on T9's boxing class. What's going on? He's fighting September 4th on the Luis Ortiz. Andy Ruiz fight. Yeah, I gotta go get my truck, man. Yeah, man. I wanted to fight Rolly, promote really good. Yeah, I want him to fight Rolly too. That's a fight he should be focusing on. Ruben Langford, what's going on? So yeah, you know, because the fact that they 35 pounders, man. He's a Chris Colbert's a 30 pounder. Dr. Pablo said, Guillermo Maldonado, what's going on? Aaron 24, what's going on? That's what Errol Spence said, Renee. R. Jonesy, what's going on? That's what Errol Spence said. Antone Martin, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue. What's good, Blue? Let's get this boxing started. Yes, sir. Alan Maddox, what's going on, great brother? Alberto M, what's going on? Coach Griff, what's going on? Camille Z, what's going on? Kareem El Amin, what's going on? Yeah, so but now another thing, I got roll ready. What's going on? Jonathan Somerville, what's going on? Then I'm gonna open the phone lines. Hey, Blue, did you see Ray Vargas fight? Really close, man. Yeah, I gotta watch it again tonight. Last night I was out at a family reunion yesterday. I went to the family reunion. I took my slingshot. I went past my mother's house, and my slingshot, the battery died in it. I got stuck in my mother's house, so I wasn't able to do the fights, and I wasn't able to concentrate and watch it like I wanted to, because I had to get my man to come give me a jump with it, and then appreciate you, Jonathan Summerlin. Chick Cicerelli, what's going on, great brother? Yeah, man. I started to do a live stream when I was at my mother's house. Then the service went dropped, so I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do. I wasn't able to call the fights. That was disappointing, man. Mark West, what's going on? Disappointed, man. I was looking forward to doing the fights, man. I had some big fights: Brandon Figueroa, Rashidi Ellis. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna watch it again. Kawhi Elliott, what's going on, great brother? Yeah, G Cole, but like I had just, I was like, all right, I got to get out of here. You know what I mean? And I just got in it so I could drop my uncle off and come do the stream. And as soon as I got in there, went to start it up, Dion West, what's going on? MCM said, yeah, Blue, the competition ain't the same, can't deny that. Blue Lemon, Clinton, True G, Ernie V was there. We all agree. G-Man makes G look like an open. Yeah, I never was a huge on Triple G, though. K Mac Webb, what's going on? I never was overly big on Gennady Golovkin. Never. Yeah, buddy, man, and I didn't get to enjoy it, man. I didn't. Yeah, we should be at 8. We should be at 1K likes, man. We should be at 1K likes. But I'm gonna do another stream though. I'm gonna come back and do another stream after I go get my truck and stuff. So we're gonna make it happen. But let me get out of here, man. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Coming through, studying up, holding your boy Blue down, showing me love, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. 3 states below. What's going on? Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. D-Rel 612, what's going on, great brother? Yeah, when I come back, I'm going to take a phone call. Ray Wilson, what's going on? Salute to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Buddy Love, seeing my brother. Salute to you.